Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thanks for joining me for this impromptu live stream. I scheduled it just maybe a few handful of hours ago. So thanks for popping in, friends. Appreciate it. I do have subscriber mode turned on. So if you're watching, you can only chat if you are a subscriber. Usually I don't have subscriber mode on. I let just anybody chat. But I turned it on because I'm going to be doing some coloring, and so that might slow down the chat a little bit because I can't look at what I'm coloring and look at the live chat nearly so well as when I'm crafting. Because as you all know, during one of my regular crafting with crafty fun with friends, I usually don't even finish a card, so I spend most of the time watching the chat. I wanted to come on because there's just so much going on, and I would love to chat it all out with you guys. So first off, I have a poll going on, and I'm curious how everybody feels about Joann's closing. So let me know your thoughts. Is the Joann's near you closing, or is yours still open? Polly, I don't know where that is. I should probably know, huh? I'm in Snohomish, Washington, which is north of Seattle. So I'm kind of in that area, almost close to Everett, if you know where that is. Oh, the one by you is staying open. Oh, lucky you. I have actually two of them near me, and they are both closing. So that's kind of sad. I will have to say though that most of my shopping, even when I buy from Joann, has been online. So I kind of wonder, like, if we buy online, I think typically it would ship from the store that was closest to us. So are we still going to be able to shop online and then they'll just send it from like a different store? Do you guys know about that? Linda says, my store is staying open. Oh, but all the others around you are closing. Oh, you guys are lucky. Your area seems like Austin has several, and only one that I know of is closing. Wow. Wow. Everett is Everett really? Are you close to the border, sire? Um. Yeah. I'm a little bit bummed, and I also. No, you haven't missed the tea. I only just started streaming tea. I saw somebody on YouTube do a walkthrough of the Joann near them, and because so for folks who don't know, this isn't the tea, by the way, but for folks who don't know, Joann's is a large chain crafting, all sorts of crafting, not just like card making, paper crafting, but like soft needlework, all the stuff, fabrics and whatnot. And they're a big chain across the United States. And earlier this year, or within the last 12 years, not earlier this year, within the last 12 months, I should say, they filed bankruptcy, and they were doing some like financial restructuring. And then more recently, they've actually filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and I saw articles today that they are actually closing over 500 of their stores, and that's out of like maybe something like, I think I read 850 or so. So over half of their stores they are going to be closing. So I guess if there's one closing by you, you probably can get some great sales right now as they're closing out. But I saw some folks post to YouTube like a walkthrough of them just walking through their local Joann's, and it was so like it looked like the place had been robbed because there were bare, empty shelves, and not for lack of inventory. In fact, there were boxes and boxes of inventory products, like new products to sell, they were just like in the middle of the floor, like all like piled up, stacked up in the middle of the floor. And because they're going out of business, basically, they're not hiring people to staff and like stock the shelves and any of that stuff. So it was kind of wild to watch her walkthrough. Peggy says there's one here that sold a lot of good card making supplies, but they haven't been restocking. Yeah. Yeah, the source of, yeah, I've heard that too about the pretty trashy look, because I think they're just not hiring people to actually, like, keep the place looking nice. So really kind of sad. But I want to know if we can still order online, though, is the thing. Because to be honest, I rarely actually went into the store. Hi, Adelaide. Welcome. Love the dragon. Oh, yay. Thanks. Looking like a Dollar Tree. Yeah, so I was just curious about that. I see that most people are sad about it. Most of you probably don't care too much, or some of you don't care too much. So I want to welcome you all here. Thanks for popping in. Please like and share also. And I am streaming this out to YouTube and Instagram. So if you are watching from Instagram, hi, welcome. I'll be watching the chat over there too. I just can't pull your comments up on screen though, but I'll read them out loud if I see them. So a couple things that I wanted to talk about, and because I have this in front of me, I will talk about this first. This is the first Coloring with Meg class of 2025, and this is illustrated by Meg, who is right there. Hi, friends. So Meg has illustrated and colored this amazing dragon heart, and the class will be held. Oh, let me tell you a little bit about Coloring with Meg if you are new and you've never heard of it, because this is the first one of the year. So Coloring with Meg is a live coloring class, and actually let me show this. This might help a little bit. Okay, so there'll be a link popped into the live chat where you can get this, but it's a live coloring class taught by Meg. So not taught by me, folks, taught by a true colorist, illustrator, artist, Meg Brighter. And so she's going to teach us how to color up this very fierce looking, but very lovely dragon heart, which she illustrated herself. So we have the class open now for registration, and I have my chatbot program, so it will drop a link for a code that you can use to actually get this for free. It's Meg's Valentine's Day gift to everybody. Oh, by the way, today is Galentine's Day, so happy Galentine's Day, everybody, and happy early Valentine's. So as a gift to you from Meg herself, she's offering this class for free through the 15th. So I'll bring it up on screen when I see the code come up, but I do have my chatbot program so that it'll drop a code to get this for free. And if you subscribe to my newsletter, you will have already gotten that code in your email. So you've got that waiting for you. And so in this class, as with all Coloring with Meg classes, you're going to get, now's a good time for me to switch back over here. You're going to get this, which is, I've printed this on 8.5 by 11. And so it's big, like that's my hand and that's the dragon. So this is bigger than you would use, say, for card making. But this is one PDF file that you'll get with a every coloring with Meg file. It's just the image by itself, large to kind of maximize on the page. You'll also get this, which we call a coloring practice sheet. And so this, my printer doesn't print color super well. So this doesn't look really, that's why I wanted to bring up the web page, because it's not this dark on the web page. But this is the page that if you would like to join the live coloring class, we recommend that you actually print out this version so that you can have like a color reference. If you're not using the exact Copic marker colors that Meg is using. And when you register for the class, you'll get the list of Copic markers that Meg uses. But I know that not everybody colors with Copics. So we put this sheet together so that you can see a reference as you're coloring, because you can look up and watch Meg color as well, but like your eyes can only be in one place at a time, right? So this way, when you're actually coloring, you've got the color reference with you there. And then at the bottom here, with whatever markers you happen to be using, you can swatch out those colors as well. So the way that we structure coloring with Meg is that Meg will teach us, and I color along right alongside with you. And so I have been doing like an initial, here's how I would color this. And then when I color with Meg, it'll be on this one. And we'll just do a little bit of a before and after comparison to see how my coloring compares. Last time I did this, it was with the fairy that Meg illustrated. And I was happy with my coloring before I took Meg's class. And afterwards, I just feel like it was noticeably better. And so I was really kind of astounded. It's not too surprising because Meg's a really fabulous teacher. So I wanted to share that. And what I'm going to be doing is just coloring and chatting with you all. So thank you, Meg, for sharing your talent with us. And if you're watching this on replay and it's after February 15th, you can register. The class will be held on Sunday, February 23rd at 2 p.m. Pacific. And you can join us live, but if you are discovering the class after February 23rd, the class is going to be available for replay as well. And so you can always watch it on replay. You just won't have the benefit of being able to like ask Meg questions live, which is one thing that we really like, and is, I feel, what makes Meg's classes really awesome is because we've got a Coloring with Meg Facebook group, and during the live coloring along class, you can actually post your work in progress and actually, get Meg's feedback if you would like. So it's kind of nice. It's like you're actually taking like an in-person class, because you have the benefit of like sharing your work in progress. And then if you want to just share, with the class so that everybody can see, or if you want feedback from Meg, you can get that in real time, which I always think is kind of nice. That's how I've like really learned and gotten better is Meg will watch me as I color, and she'll actually tell me, give me tips, and if I have questions, I can get them answered like straight away in the context of me actually doing it. And then, when I ask Meg, is this right? She can give me that immediate feedback, which I think is just like, pretty awesome. And I'm not just saying that because Meg's awesome and I love her. But it's just, I think for how I learn, it's just really valuable for me. So I hope you all join us. We were hoping to get this digi out and this class out a little bit earlier, but because Meg did draw this for Valentine's Day. But oopsies, I kind of dropped the ball a little bit on getting the class and everything set up on my website, so I didn't quite get this up in time. Our Copics, yeah, Copics are alcohol markers, and I'm actually coloring with Ohuhu markers, which I feel are a very budget-friendly alcohol marker. There's lots of different brands out there. Man, it's hard to color like a continuous. This is so big. Okay, so here's some of the stuff I wanted to tell you all. I'm part of a couple of hops that are going on YouTube, and so there's lots of giveaways going on. T's part of both of the hops I'm about to tell you about. So the first one is, and I think this one's ending soonish. Not Too Shabby. We have a hop every 10th of the month, and so you can enter for a chance to win a $25 gift certificate to shop at Not Too Shabby. So that's one of the hops that's going on right now here on YouTube. And there's a link to my hop video if you want. And let's see. Oh, that's cool. Tracy says my husband collects dragons. Oh, like what sort? Like figurines? What kind of dragons? Because they're pretty cool. And I started to talk and then I didn't finish what I was gonna say. Started to color. I mean, so you get this PDF, and included with the Coloring with Meg class, but also sold separately if you're watching this after the fact, and you're only interested in this illustration. You can actually just get the digital illustration. There's 2 listings on the website. There's one that's just the outline. So it's a PNG file that you can use and use with any, similar to how you would use any other digital stamp. And where's the next? I guess I'll color this little section. I'm trying to find small sections to color at a time. And so you can get the digital illustrations separately if you want. And there's 2. There's this one, the black and white outline, and then there's also the pre-colored version. So if you want the version that you saw as the reference and as the promotional image, that was colored by Meg. And so you can buy the pre-colored version as a digi as well. If you get the class though, don't buy those because it comes included. So for the class, you're going to get the 2 coloring page PDF files, but you're also going to get the PNG, the digital stamp files as well. So the class is really good, and the fact that Meg is offering it for free, I think is really awesome of her because it's a lot of value. Tracy says it's a really good possibility it will happen. Tracy, I wish we had, you could, if you got the free class, you can color it up in time for Valentine's Day because it is a heart. Because you'll have access to all of that. You'll have access, as soon as you register, you'll have access to the 2 PDF files that I just showed, and you'll have access to the PNG files. So, Tracy, if you register and you use the free code, then you'll be able to color it up in time for Valentine's Day if you wanted. Remind me, folks. I have these more as reminders. I will be giving away a free membership to my channel at some point. Just remind me to do that. And I think the Not Too Shabby link is going to the farm oh, whoops. Oh, thanks, Irene. T just dropped the correct link in, so thanks, T. So you can pop over and start watching from her video. And oh, I wonder if that means that my other Streamlabs post about the farm video is going to be mixed up with this one. Let me try to fix that so that the next time it drops links, it will drop the correct one. But yeah, so I really have been enjoying the coloring with my classes, and I do feel like it's definitely, I'm learning a lot, and I've definitely improved my coloring since having started. Oh yeah, both of those links, it's the same link. That's so funny. Okay, so there you go, folks. Hopefully next time you see the Not Too Shabby link come through from my bot, it should be the correct one. Okay. So, thanks for the heads up on that, Irene. Can you share the link in Facebook chat? In Facebook chat? Well, I'm not streaming to Facebook right now. But the link is in this chat, though. There it is. That's the updated one, so that should work. Oh, do you mean like in the group chat? I think I have a group chat link to this live stream, but I don't have, yeah, let me know, Anne, where you're thinking. Okay, so, that's one of 2 hops, and then the second hop that also has a giveaway is, oh gosh, where to start next on this? I guess I'll take the top portion. This part seems kind of lengthy. So today we just had a hop for the release of Justine's Farm, a new collection by Justine Dvorak. It's her second collection at Spellbinders, and really, really incredible. Just FYI, folks, there's the hop today that just came out on YouTube, but there's going to be another hop on Instagram. So, spilling a little bit of tea, but so just stay tuned and maybe follow Justine. She is Stationery by Justine on all of the socials, I believe. And so she's going to be on both hops, of course, because it's her collection, and it's got some really awesome better press plates that are really fun farm themed. And so you can win a $25 gift certificate to Spellbinders if you hop along with today's hop. So lots of chances for freebies and goodies. Boy, it's kind of hard to color in a curve, like a long continuous curve. I can't wait to get Meg's class on how she approaches this. I feel like I'm making a little bit of a mess here. But so hopefully that link to the farm, Justine's Farm hop, will be coming up soon. I've got, again, Streamlabs will do all the things for me, hopefully. So, and then the other thing, this is just chatting. The other thing that happened recently is a lot of companies were affected by a dye manufacturing, or I should say not a, but the only US dye manufacturing company closed abruptly and without notice to seemingly its staff, but also without notice to any of its clients, customers. So many of our favorite craft companies are, usually I try not to rotate so that you all don't get like motion sick, but I don't know that I can navigate this swirly curve here without actually rotating the page. Yeah, so that closure happened, and it's kind of thrown things a little bit. So Not Too Shabby was affected. Folks who subscribe to my newsletter kind of know I gave a little bit. I've been hinting that there might be like a Easy Wonder 3. I'm not too sure whether that's going to happen anymore. So a little bit bummed about that. So it's just meant that a lot of companies have to kind of figure out what they're going to do, because, Not Too Shabby, Jamie likes to support US made, and for a lot of reasons, getting her dyes from China, which is now the only option because the only US dye company is now closed. So that has its own challenges. That are many. And so who knows what's going to happen. Jamie did already announce one significant change. So unless and until something else can be figured out, the stamp and dye subscription is going to be affected by this. So a little bit of a bummer. Two color palettes. One card. Oh yeah, that's the video, friend. Yeah, Anne. Oh, thanks, Tracy. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can always come back to afterwards, and then eventually the chat replay will. Sometimes it takes a while for YouTube to process it, but the sometimes it does take some time. But the chat replay should be there eventually afterwards if you need to ever come back and find a link. The name of the company that closed is... I don't remember. I think it's Dyes Direct. Oh, thanks, Tracy. Dyes Direct, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that, Irene. It's not, here's the thing, it's not like, see, our industry is not like super, super huge. So it's not like it's making the same kind of news that Joann's closure, is making, but it is definitely having like a huge impact on small craft companies. And here's part of the reasons why. When you order from China, for one, it takes forever because it's got to ship from there. For two, you kind of have to order in these huge quantities, and then you pay these like crazy shipping prices. So a lot of that's very hard for a small craft company to actually do. Not to mention just the principle of trying to support, a U.S. company. So there's all of that, and then not to mention any potential quality issues. But whether you all know or not, I mean, most companies that we're buying dyes from, they're getting their dyes made in China. So a lot of the bigger companies have their dyes being manufactured out of China. So the quality, I don't think is like a huge concern. I think the bigger concern for especially smaller companies is the volume that you would have to purchase at in order to have your stuff produced out of China. And one company that I follow said they got a huge, yeah. Okay, so then that's the other thing. Because now, even like getting your stuff produced in China, there's the other issue of the tariffs that I don't know what the state of that is right now, because I think, there might be a little bit of a reprieve. I don't know. Who knows? I can't keep up. And I don't want to get into like politics of anything, but just to say that if there are tariffs on, China, on Mexico, on Canada, then it does have like impact on everything, even indirectly, right? Because there's companies that even if they are U.S. companies, maybe they get their supplies from abroad. And so if they have to pay tariffs on the raw goods and materials that they need, then where do you think that price is going to go? So now I'm kind of wondering, are we going to start seeing like big increases in prices because craft companies are having to now pay all these extra costs, like tariff costs and stuff? Usually I don't like coloring wide areas for this reason. It's so big. I feel okay. I know this is pretty streaky, but Meg's was kind of streaky, so I'm gonna take it to mean that it's okay if this is streaky. I usually try to go for like a smoother blend than what I got going on here, but I cannot do a smooth blend on such a broad area and like such a long continuous thing. Meg, why did you make this so hard? Of course, she's gonna give us all the tips and tricks to how to color this and make it look good, not like the hot mess that I've got going on here. So thanks, Meg. I've never pre-colored one live before. It would be funny if you all are watching this and then you watch Meg do her class. And then at some point I'm going to probably joke during the class that you can watch this live stream for what not to do. Okay, so so that you can learn a new thing. Thank you, Meg. Yeah, that is true. I always learn. Well, here's the thing. I always learn a lot of new things whenever I take a coloring with Meg class. But I don't always, but Meg teaches like a lot of new things. And what I try to do so that I can actually like practice, one new trick at a time, because I can learn new tricks. I just can't learn multiple new tricks at a time. So I usually only like try to focus on one takeaway with each class, and then try to really remember to incorporate that the next time I go to color something. So so it is nice that Meg covers a lot of basics, but even though she is introducing like a new technique or a new topic. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish. I'm not gonna finish. I'm not gonna even try to do a card, but I think I could probably finish coloring this by the time we end this stream. Oh, thanks for the encouragement, friends. I used to make out off of, yeah. I mean, they always had like that 40% off coupon, it seems. Yeah, I'm just going back low. Yep. Yes to that too, Tracy. That's definitely correct. I haven't seen the link for the giveaway. It will come. It's set on a timer, so that it's not interfering too much with live chat. But I can make it kind of speed up a little bit, so that the links are getting dropped more regularly. Okay, if Streamlabs starts spamming you, you'll know why. Okay. Hi Elisa, welcome. Okay, so I also okay, so now hold on folks. I need to actually look at Meg's dragon. I'm looking at this right now for tips on how to color the head. Okay. I think I see what's going on there. All right. Well, why does it keep on doing the not too shabby? Okay, I think the not too shabby link can. We can maybe get rid of that one since we've seen them a couple times. All right, so here's this one, friends. Let me just grab it for you. Okay, there's the link and the code to get this class for free. So do check that out if you would like to. And if you are watching over on Instagram, I popped the link over there too. So you can grab it from there as well if you're watching. And then I will try to get Streamlabs to cycle through some of the other posts. Actually, let me go ahead and share the other, since I talked about it, the other hop video. Let me share that one with you now too. And that way you'll have that link also. So 2 hops going on, the not too shabby one that you can enter for a chance to get a $25 gift certificate to Not Too Shabby. And then you can also enter for a $25 gift certificate to Spellbinders from our hop today, celebrating Justine's farm collection. So there's that one. Okay, so and then hopefully any other links they'll start to cycle through a little bit more. Just as I said it, Streamlabs then put it in. The strokes, both yours and Meg's, look like the dragon is ripped. Makes me want to hit the gym. I mean, I won't like ever, but at least I thought about it. I mean, you're so funny. Oh, you're hilarious. Yeah, because you have to put the code in T. So see how it says code Meg's B-Day freebie? Drop the code in when you go to checkout. Please make sure if you're intending to get this and claim the freebie that you put the code in and make sure it says your total is $0 because refunds are very hard for me to do from my website. So, and technically the listing says no refunds, but obviously, you know, I'm a sucker. I will obviously give you a refund if you did not intend. But just put the code in. It's right here, Meg's V-Day freebie. Make sure the total is $0 before you actually check out. Okay, so thanks everybody for the gentle reminders also. And okay, so I wanted to also, yay, Linda got hers. Yeah, I can't wait until the class. Again, the class is February 23rd, I think. It's the last Sunday, I believe, in Feb. And let's see. You can tell when I'm really focusing. Can hardly do 2 things at once. So I think then a little bit here, then a little bit there. I feel like I want that to be light. Oh, good. T, you got it. Sorry, I didn't mean to like be jumping down your throat specifically. If I sounded harsh just now, my bad. It's just I don't want anyone to accidentally pay when I know that that my whole point of coming on live was to make sure you all get it for free. And refunds are really hard for me to do on my website. So no accidents, please. Don't buy it unless you're watching this after the 15th, and then please do buy it. Oh gosh. Okay, so I promised some news, some big news at that. So I don't want to keep everybody here all day and just, make you all wait forever for this news that I've teased. But if you saw my newsletter today, then you probably already know this. Wait, was that my lightest color? Shoot. But I, the last couple of live streams that, Crafty Fun with Friends live streams, this has come up a couple times, and, enough times that I feel like, I'm really excited that I'll finally be able to actually do this. It's a little bit of a wacky idea, but oh good. Glad you're getting to the news. Hubby's almost here. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'll cut to the chase. So I am partnering with a crafty friend of mine to actually start a new channel where we talk true crime and we craft. So for folks who've watched the last few Crafty Fun with Friends live streams, this head is really hard to do. We've talked a little bit about like true crime stories, not like as a conversation topic, but just as a, hey, I'm really into this thing, and I like watch a lot of the law nerd community and live trial footage and stuff like that. And I have been wanting to do a true crime podcast for over a year now. I just don't want to do it by myself. And so I've been looking for the right partner in crime, so to speak, to actually do this podcast with, because I just think it would be fun to like talk with another friend about, and share opinions about true crime, and about maybe sometimes even like contemporaneously like live trial footage and stuff like that. So we actually have our first, here's what's going to be different to other true crime podcasts. We're actually doing it all live. So that's one difference. The second difference that's going to make us a little bit different to maybe some of your other, if you like true crime, then you probably already follow a couple of different podcasts and different series. And so the first thing that's going to be different for us is, like I said, we're recording it, streaming it all live. The second is that we're going to be making cards while we do it, because it's just going to basically be this, like, you can watch us do a thing, like making our cards, and we're calling it Killer Cards. And so we're not going to be talking about our card making. We're going to be talking about a true crime story that we'll share. And if you're watching on YouTube, then you can kind of watch us make cards. But if you're just listening sort of podcast style, then what you'll be hearing entirely will just be the true crime story. So that's the first thing that makes it a little bit different. And then the second thing that makes it different, or I guess that's two things. You know, we're going to be making cards while we tell these stories. We're going to be live streaming while we do it. And then the other thing that I think maybe is a little bit different to the other podcasts that I know of anyhow, is that Wendy, who is who I'm partnering this with, Wendy Cranford, she is going to kind of tell the story of the crime, you know, what happened, and, you know, all the key kind of facts of things, right? And then the part that really like super interests me is the like the trial, like what happened, what did, you know, what did they get sentenced to, did they get convicted, what happened at trial. And so part of what makes this really fun is that Wendy's kind of going to give her take on the aspects of true crime that she finds most interesting, which is the story, the human aspect of it. Like, what compels somebody to do something like this? And then I'm going to focus a little bit more on like what were the repercussions? What was the fallout? How, you know, what happened? Did they get caught? Did they get sentenced? Because they don't always. And so we're going to be kind of giving you both halves of it. And for me, I'm like super, I watch a lot of actual legal commentary. I don't have any legal knowledge, but I like watching lawyers give their commentary, and I like watching live trial coverage too. I find that fascinating also. So it's a totally new channel, and motive, how the crime was solved. Yeah, like I think I'm very drawn to like the you know, kind of the law and order sort of side of things. Because for me, it's not about, you know, what happened, what they did. That's sort of not my interest, really. It's like, how did they get caught? Did they get punished? And how severely did they get punished? Stuff like that. And so I think that's going to be really fun. Our first one is scheduled for March 3rd. It is, oh yeah, there's this too. You'd be a great jury duty person. Okay, so can I tell you this idea? And if this new channel does really well, we might actually do this. But the first idea that I had for this was I was going to call the channel Mock Jury, and it would just be me and guests coming on, watching like a live trial, and giving commentary as if we were on the jury. Because, you know, there's, because we're not lawyers, right? But it's kind of interesting to share and kind of talk together about, you know, what we think of the case, how it's going, and all of that good stuff. So, Polly, the code is, oh, thanks, Meg. That's the code. And if you got the link was shared with the code. So, I know it's like all run together, but, here it is. The code is Meg's V-Day freebie, and the link is there. Also, I just saw this pop into the chat. I am giving away a mini die cutting machine. So I have a video that I wanted to share today, but because of my hot video, I couldn't post it today. But I want to, I'm actually going to give away, where is it? Oh, all right. Pause on the coloring. Okay, I'm going to give away this mini die cutting machine. It is used. I've been reviewing this for the past month or so. I really like it a lot. It's got a 3-inch wide opening. The plates are 3 inches by 6.5. This is used. So I'm giving you the one that was given to me by Craft Stash, who puts this out. So this is the Creative Craft Products mini die cutting machine. And I am giving it away because I'm not going to use it. I was given it by Craft Stash to review, to do a product review of it. And, well, spoiler alert, I'm going to have a video coming out tomorrow that tells you that I really like it a lot. But at the moment, a lot of their tools are super sailed. And I'm just going to show this so that you can kind of get an idea for the prices. This mini scoreboard I bought and did a product review of, and I love it. Spoiler alert, that's coming out tomorrow in my in my video. I'll just tell you everything that I tell you in my video tomorrow. This is the die cutting machine, friends. So I've been told when I did my first look video of this that it looks an awful lot like the We Are Makers mini evolution die cutting machine. And it might be. They could be white labeling it. I don't know. But it's $42.50 originally and currently being sold for $25.49. So this is what I am giving away, but I'm giving away a used version. So I'm giving it away to somebody, US only, please. I'll pay for shipping, but here's the thing. I would like to request that if you already have a die cutting machine that you really like, please do not enter. If you already have a die cutting machine, please don't enter just for the sake of winning something for free. I do that. I'm not judging, but I want this to go to somebody who will use it because I have so many other die cutting machines. I know in my craft room, this is just going to sit around and go unused. So I don't want to send it to another household where it's going to sit around and go unused. So please only sign up to enter for a chance to win this specific machine, which is used. I'll show you the used plate so you can see how much it's scuffed up. I've only used it for maybe 6 weeks or so. So you're going to get the plates in this condition. Not a ton of wear and tear on this. I did not accidentally cut into the clear, into the clear plates. So I was being very careful because I knew when I got this from Craft Stash that I would give it away after I was done reviewing it. So I took care not to cut into the clear plates because you're not meant to. You're meant to cut into this. So this is the condition that you will get this in if you are chosen as a winner. But friends, so if you know somebody who you would like to see get into crafting and they don't have craft supplies and would like to win this for free, share it with them, okay? Because I really want this to go to somebody who, if your die cutting machine is not working well for you, this works really well. I have liked it a lot. There is a suction at the end T and it is super strong. I like it a lot. Look, cannot lift this thing off my glass mat. So, and then you unlock it and it's easy breezy. Oh, thanks Tracy for subscribing. Yay. Yeah. Oh, you did hear me talk about it. Yeah. Well, that's what sort of gave me, well, like I mentioned, I've had the idea to do something like that. True crime or talking about trials and things like that for like over a year, maybe over 2 years now. Just haven't found the right person who was as enthusiastic about it until now. So Wendy Cranford, she came on Crafty Fun with Friends one day, and we discovered that we have this common love of both crafting and true crime. And so afterwards, we talked about it and it just became more and more real. And we were both more and more enthusiastic about doing it. So now we're doing it. And we have our first one. Scheduled. It is March 3rd. When you go to the link, that should take you to this. We have 76 we have 81 subscribers. Oh, thanks, friends, for subscribing. It looks like a handful of you popped on over and subscribed. So this is our first episode, Killer Cards episode 1. We're going to be talking about Terry Lee Hoffman. And what's fun about this is that Wendy and we have this long list, like we call it our case log. So we have this long list of crimes and, murderers, basically, who we want to talk about on this podcast. And it's funny that some of them, we've both heard of, but some of them only one of us has heard of. And so it's going to be really fun to get to chat with her about it. I only vaguely knew about this, because it actually did not happen all that long ago. But as I've been researching it more, it's quite fascinating. Night, Danny. Have a good evening. And so kind of excited for that. So that's the first episode. If you click, you'll get a notification and you'll see what time it is in your local time. So it's March 3rd, 4 p.m. Pacific. But when you click, you'll see the date and time of where it's at, where you're at. And then if you hit notify me, then hopefully YouTube will send you a little reminder when, before we go live, so you don't miss it. So that is, the live stream. So I was gonna say, so this is the die cutting machine that I'm giving away. Mine is used. You're going to be getting my used one. But this is a really great price. So if you have a die cutting machine and it's in your budget and you want a new one, I don't know how long this sale is going on, but do, take advantage of the sale while it's happening. Lots and lots of other, craft tools that are, the creative craft products are very budget friendly to begin with. And this is Craft Stash we're looking at. So they do ship out of the UK. And so you might have to pay some shipping, but look at these prices. It's kind of amazing. Even I think the regular price I feel is a good deal, but the markdown price at the moment is really, really fabulous. And they sell a really wide range of tools, just about anything. So that is available for you. Look at all these reminders coming through. Okay, I want to share with you. I saw Sarah. She is teaching a masculine makes class, and she shared out her coupon code for 70% off. So that is that's coming up the last week of February. So if you want to get the all access pass to the Masculine Makes Masterclass series, which includes 5 different classes taught by 4 different instructors, then you can get 70% off right now. Use Sarah's coupon code. If you're still here, feel free to pop your affiliate link in the chat if you'd like. And that way, if you use T's affiliate link, I couldn't find Sarah's to share, so I just shared a plain one. But T, if you want, you can post your affiliate link, and that way T will earn a commission. But you can get this at 70% off, and there's 5 different classes. T is teaching choosing color. Sarah's teaching 2 classes, muted doesn't mean boring, and geometric design. And Meg Daves, not Meg Brighter, is teaching clean and simple, and I'm teaching a stationary set. So these are the dates, and these are pre-recorded classes that will have an initial live airing. So on these dates, the video class will premiere for the first time, and there will be a live chat. So if you're able to join when it first premieres, then you can chat along with everybody else who's watching and with the instructor who will try to also be watching live as well. And the class will then afterwards be available for replay. You won't be able to see the live chat if you're watching afterwards, but you're going to get all of the video instruction, and you'll have that to come back to whenever you want. All of the masterclasses have a PDF file that goes with it. In some cases, it's additional resources that you can print out and have on hand. In some cases, it's actual step-by-step instructions that if for you, watching a video helps when you have the steps written out, you have that for some classes as well. So that way, depending on how you learn best, you'll have supplemental resources available to you. And I can't find it. Well, check, the various instructors. If you're following them, hopefully they'll be sharing their codes out. If you're on my website and you go to online classes, you can read up about each of these classes. So if you want more details about what exactly T is going to be teaching in her class, choosing color is the class that she's teaching. Here's the class that Sarah's teaching. It's her coupon code that I shared a moment ago for the 70% off. And my class, this is Meg Daves, and Sarah's second class. She's actually teaching 2 in this series. And I guess while we're scrolling, if you want to see past Coloring with Meg classes, those are all available as well. So you'll find all of the classes here. When you click into one of these classes, we'll just pick on T here. As I mentioned, you'll see, a bit more about the class, what you can expect to learn, what's included, and you're going to see different options for buying the class. So the coupon code that was shared a moment earlier for 70% off, that can be applied to the individual class. So if you're only interested in one of the 5, you can just use it on the singular class that you are most interested in. There's an option to get the all access pass, which has all 5 classes included, and the 70% off coupon code is available on that as well. And if you want to get some physical craft goodies, there is, I think, just one mystery box number 2 left. And the mystery box has over $200 in craft supplies, mostly new, but some of it might be used. And it's craft goodies that have been basically destashed by the instructors. So all of the instructors in this masterclass series actually sent me things out of their stash that that they allowed me to include and sell in these mystery boxes. And so you're going to get, for this price, $200 worth of not just the craft, goodies like stamps, dies, embossing folders, pattern papers. You're going to get handmade cards from all of the instructors, and you're also going to get for free the all access pass for all 5 classes. So this is kind of your best bet for getting not only all of the classes, but physical goods. There's only 1 box left though, so so we're just about sold out. But the 70% off does not apply to the mystery box, okay? If you're getting the mystery box, it's at this price, $95. It's not discount. That's already at a very good discount. So the coupon code that is there will not apply to that. It only applies to just the courses by themselves. So that's a look at Masterclass, and this is the last week of February, and so each class, when you go to the details, it will tell you exactly what day and time it will air. But if you're buying the class after that date, or you're not able to join live at that date, don't worry. It's going to be available for you to watch anytime afterwards. So, so that's a little bit about the masterclass. And I think I have actually covered everything that I wanted to talk about. Okay, let's do this before I end the live stream. I'm going to give away memberships to my channel. So I do want to try to finish coloring this. I'm pretty close, but I don't want to forget about giving away memberships. So let me do this. And okay, so I always have to remember how to do this every time, because it's not in the place that I would want it. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to give away 5 now, and on a future Crafty Fun with Friends, I'll give away another 5. So if you just got a gifted membership, congrats and enjoy your membership. I try to do some things that are member only, but I have a really hard time with putting things behind the membership wall. I like to just, if I'm going to do something, I like to do it for everybody to enjoy. So I admittedly am not the best at giving member only perks, but I am trying to be better at that. So congrats to T, Irene, Susan, Norma, and Mary. You just got a free membership. It's for 1 month. And enjoy the perks while whatever they happen to be while you can. Okay. All right. So let's see if you have any questions about anything, let me know. And I'm gonna try to quickly color this up. I need to look at Meg's again. Okay, she did yellow eyes. Yay, congrats. Yep. Well, thanks, Irene. I mean, it's important to me. I value everybody who watches and comments, and just especially being, on an impromptu live stream that I didn't schedule and just decided to go live. I really appreciate everybody being here. And so thank you. And plus, YouTube gives those memberships for me to give away. So I try to remember to do it every month, because if they're just going to let me do it for free, why not? So, okay, I need to put a little bit of, oh no, severe thunderstorms. Yikes. I hope you don't lose power. I'm gonna put a little bit, oh no! I should have done the eyes first. I got a little bit of bleeding. There's a little bit of red in the eyeball. I got a little bit of bleeding. Oops. See, I forgot this part of the tail. Usually I color red last because of this. If you like touch red with a lighter color, it can very easily bleed on you. So I got a little bit of an oopsies. It looks like the dragon has is sleep deprived and it's got like the red bloodshot eyes. I shouldn't laugh. I'm gonna have shaky hands. Oops. It's so funny. Yeah, I amuse myself very easily, folks. Everybody's like, Lynn, are you laughing at your own joke? I am. See, this is why I, like, for a podcast, I need somebody else to talk to. Then it doesn't seem as weird that, thanks, Polly, for subscribing. What's this? Oh, you colored this in red too. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'll come back for that. I gotta get some of these scales in. Yeah, so folks, you know, who here's into true crime, or is it just not your cup of tea? I mean, it sounds like some folks have subscribed, so thank you. That's always the scariest thing is live streaming to 0 people. Because that's the other reason why I wanted to have somebody to do this new podcast with, because then there's like 2 of us helping to promote it. And then at the very least, if nobody else, like if nobody comes, we can at least talk to each other. So, but I would love to know. And part of what encouraged this and really kind of tipped the scale to actually being done was because when we talked about it on Crafty Fun with Friends, it sounded like there were some people who were totally into it. So it made me think that maybe this crossover is not a crazy idea. Yay. I don't know. I think that's a no or a yes. I don't know. I thought that was a yes. If you were definitely, what is that? What is that, T? I can't tell what that emoji is. Well, I'm glad that you all, or at least some of you all, will be interested. So thank you in advance for your support. It's funny because Wendy and I have just been chatting as we planned this over the last few weeks, and some of our chats have actually devolved into just talking about a true crime story, because we'll be like, oh, did you know about this one? And then we'll just like chat a good 10-15 minutes about it, even though we're meant to be chatting about other things to actually make it happen. But we'll just actually get into what probably will be a lot of what the podcast will end up being like. And so that's the other reason why we feel good about it, is because we've already had some really great behind the scenes conversations talking true crime. So it's been fun, just she and I chatting. But it does definitely help to be doing this with somebody else, because like I said, I've been wanting to do it for a while, but it's kind of, you know, I've been live streaming for, you know, a long time now, what feels like a long time now on YouTube, but maybe it's not that long compared to other people, but for a few years now, few years. And so, you know, I'm no stranger to live streaming, but, you know, anytime you're doing something new, there's going to be, you kind of have to start from zero a lot of times. And so it's really nice to have some support from you all. I really appreciate it because I can talk to myself no problem, but but I think I'll feel better if there's an actual audience. And the nice thing about here's the really one of the reasons why we definitely want to do this live. Most other podcasts are just like pre-recorded, but the reason why we want to do it live is then we can like all swap stories and facts and stuff, because some of these true crime stories, there's a lot going on that makes it really impossible for us to give you the full story, because we're doing a lot of research to be able to share about it in a way that is at least somewhat complete, but it's gonna by no means be super comprehensive. And so there might be things, if you're a true crime nut, in all the best ways, right? If you're a true crime nut, you might know some stuff that we don't know. And by doing it live, we get the opportunity of hearing from you maybe some things that we don't know, and it's in real time as opposed to leaving a comment and coming back and reading it, so that while we're live you can be sharing that with all of us, so that we can just have a nice chat together about it. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. It's purple. Oh, it's a purple devil. Oh, that's cool. A bookmaker that you watch talks crime while making books. Oh, that's Nick the Booksmith. I need to check that out. Oh, Justine, that's so sweet. I can't do true crime, but I think you'll do well. Oh, you're so sweet. Yes, me too. I just put on a podcast while I craft, while I work. It's on in the background. Lately I've been watching a lot of Bailey Sarian. She does her makeup while talking true crime. And so I think that's interesting. And then I watch a lot of, the lawyers on YouTube give live trial commentary on. Wait, what's happening? Oh, that's the scale from here. Okay. So then what's happening? Trying to figure out like the anatomy of this thing. Yeah, so I've been watching a lot of that, and her channel is ginormous. Oh my gosh. Have you guys seen Bailey Sarian's channel? I think she's got like millions of subscribers, I think. I mean, she's been doing it for a while, so oh, 10 to Life. I need to check that out. And I don't think we're the only ones who podcast live also. I'm sure there's other live true crime podcasts. Well, I say that. I haven't looked, so I don't really know for sure. But oh no, I think Hidden True Crime, they do it live too, right? I think they do theirs live also. So I do think we're going to be the only ones that are crafting, though. Bailey Sarian, yeah, she's got two different types of podcasts, I guess, on her channel. So she's got Murder Makeup Monday, and then she does Dark Histories. So Murder Makeup Mondays is about, a true crime story. And Dark History is more like like the name would suggest, but it's more like, sort of the things in history that maybe we're not so proud of, but it's worth remembering so that we don't repeat, right? Things that maybe we've forgotten or aren't talked about all that much. So both of her series, I think, are kind of cool. I also like Mr. Ballin. I don't know. Do you guys watch Mr. Ballin? Yeah, I think it's Bailey. I think that's the correct spelling. Hold on. Let me go grab the channel for you. Bailey. If you do wait, I'm not typing right. Murder Makeup Monday. It'll be the first thing that pops up, guaranteed. But here's that. That's Bailey's channel. So if you want to check that out. I love anything dark and macabre. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're not gonna try to be super like gory about things, but we're also gonna be not super shying away from some of the darker things that happen, right? It's hard, you can't avoid some of the topics, so it's definitely gonna be a channel that's not gonna like monetize because YouTube is just not gonna be friendly about it. So it's one of those things that we're gonna have all the disclaimers about sensitivities, because definitely I know not true crime isn't for everybody. I totally hear that. I mean, they are topics that are not always the easiest to talk about. And so we're going to try to strike that balance of being careful about the word choices, just so that folks who are sensitive don't feel too reactive to it, but totally understand if it's not for you, please don't watch just to support. I'm still doing crafty fun with friends on Saturdays, so you can support me there. But if you want to just like the stream, and that would help. You don't have to watch, but if you like the stream, that would definitely still help. So you can support that way. Even just liking it will help, because then YouTube will hopefully share it out to more people. Can I share the Digi? And how are you able to watch while you're in the shower? Or listen, I should say. Let's see. Oh, killer joke. I would love to. Let me get the link. And I think this is the one that you want, right? This is the Digi. So it's the class, the live color along class. And you get the 2 coloring pages, and you get 2 digital illustration files. So if you want to craft with it as like a PNG to put it on a card, for example, you'll have access to that. It comes included with the class, and all of it's free until the 15th. Replay crew, if you're watching this after the 15th, you can, if you want, you can get the digis separately if you don't need the class or want the class. It's $4 for the black and white outline, so the one that I'm coloring, and it's separately $4 for the pre-colored one that Meg has colored. So that's an option. And then the class, which has those 2 included, and will have a tutorial instruction for how to color taught by Meg. That is $15. But if you're watching before the 15th of February, then please use the code Meg's V-Day Freebie to get this for free. Thanks, Meg. I screenshotted it. Perfect. A man is hitchhiking at a lonely road. Finally, a truck stops and takes him in. After a while, the hitchhiker says, "Aren't you afraid I could be a killer?" The driver looks at him and answers, "How high is the probability of 2 killers in one car?" Oh my gosh. Nice joke, Adelaide, and a really nice reveal too. I like that you put the joke in on separate comment lines. That's so awesome. Oh, I had not heard of that. That's hilarious. Also a little scary. See, I scare easily, so that's why for me, the true crime aspect that fascinates me is the legal aspect of it, like afterwards, what happened. And how much trouble did they get in, you know? How long were they sentenced to? What kind of craziness happened at the trial? Because I don't know that I've told anyone this, like during my live or otherwise, once upon a time, I actually thought I would be a lawyer. Now that I say it out loud, I think I have said this on a Crafty Fun with Friends. I wanted to be a lawyer, but it's just too much reading. And I'm a slow reader. I would never, like, my billable hours, if I was a lawyer, would be like twice anyone else's billables because it just takes me twice as long to read anything. Adelaide, it was so perfect. That's the first time anyone has ever told me a joke, like through chat. That's awesome. You paced it perfectly. I thought you did great. Oh, I'm almost done, folks. Okay, just a little bit more, and then I'm gonna be done. This is gonna be a really interesting before and after comparison. Now I can't wait until February 23rd. Feels like forever from now. So now I'm gonna get some warm grays. I'm gonna swatch out some warm grays here. Ooh, man, I do not have a very broad selection of warm grays. I guess we'll have to go with that. Okay, so I think I want to... Wait, there's a scale. I think that's a scale. I missed one. I think this one. Okay. All right. How to do this? And I'm gonna do that. Oh gosh, this is so close to, there's so much red surrounding this. Okay, a little bit there. And I think this is my mid. I'm holding these all out of order here. Okay, a little bit more, then a little bit on that side. Okay. almost done. This is huge. I normally don't color this big, but it is kind of nice to practice on something big like this. If nothing else, but to like really practice the brush strokes. Because you see them all. Okay, I think I am done. Look at that. So I didn't make a card, but I did finish a coloring. So that's something. All right, so let's do a quick recap of all the things. So let's see, what did we talk about today? So we've talked about, there's some giveaway hops going on. So there's the Spellbinders giveaway hop where you can, if you want to catch that video, we are celebrating Justine Dvorak's new release at Spellbinders. It's called Justine's Farm. And if you watch any of the hop videos, you'll find out how to enter for a chance to win a $25 gift certificate to shop at Spellbinders. I don't remember the ending dates on these, so do just pop on over. It'll be in the description. And we also talked about Not Too Shabby. There was a hop that started on the 10th of the month. And I'm trying to find the post that actually has the correct link to it. That's the Spellbinders one. So you can hop along on that video and get a chance at a $25 gift certificate to shop at Not Too Shabby. So that link will have been shared at some point earlier. Do I have it? Oh, here we go. There you go. There's that one. Then we also talked about the coloring with Meg class. So that's this one here. And so you can get this class for free until February 15th. Put the code MEGS VDay freebie in the discount code box when you go to checkout, and you'll see the price reduced down to $0. Make sure it's $0 before you complete your checkout. And you'll get the 2 coloring pages so that you can join us live as Meg teaches us how to color. This is the one that we recommend you print. It's smaller, so it'll make it a little bit easier to color, but also have a color reference so you can kind of see how Meg has colored it up. And you can watch her on screen as well. She'll be coloring all the same colors and everything, but sometimes it's nice to, while your eyes are here coloring, to be able to quickly glance and see a reference. So that is free until February 15th. The class itself is being held on February 23rd. That's a Sunday, and it'll be at 2 p.m. Pacific. So I hope you'll join us and color along with Meg. And as well, that week, the last week of February, we have the Masculine Makes Masterclass series. And at the moment, you can get 70% off if you want to use Sarah's coupon code. It's on screen now. You can apply that 70% off to the all access pass to get all 5 classes at that discount. Or if there's only like 1 or 2 classes that you prefer to get, you can apply the coupon code to that as well. There is still 1 mystery box available, but this code will not work on the mystery box. The mystery box does include like physical craft goodies, so that will get sent out to you. It has nothing to do with the class other than the fact that the items in the mystery box were donated to me by the instructors, and that does also include handmade cards made by the instructors. And then my big news that I shared was that I'm starting a new podcast series with my friend Wendy Cranford. It is, the channel is Two Murder Mavens. We're going to be making killer cards as we talk true crime. Our first episode is on March 3rd. There's a link to it in the chat and on screen right now. And so I hope if you are interested that you'll come join us and chat along with us in the live chat as we talk true crime while we craft. We're not going to be talking crafting, okay, folks? Just to let you know. That way, for folks who are actually watching or listening to it as a podcast, what they're listening to is just true crime talk. And if you are not a fan of true crime, don't worry. That's why we are doing this on a separate channel and a totally new channel. So so you don't have to come over there if you don't want to. But if you'd still like to support, I hope that you'll just maybe pop on over and just like leave a little like on the live stream, because at least then YouTube will maybe share it out a little bit more. And then the other little minor announcement is that I am giving away the mini die cutting machine that was gifted to me by Craft Stash. This is the Creative Craft Product mini die cutting machine. I only ask that if you already own a die cutting machine, please don't enter just for the sake of winning something for free. I'd really like this to go to a person who's going to put it to use, because I know in my craft room, I have so many other die cutting machines that are my first choice. This is never going to get used. So I don't want it to just sit around. I want to give it to somebody who's going to use it. So if you know somebody who is relatively new to crafting, if you know somebody whose die cutting machine just broke, if you know somebody who you'd like to see get into crafting, but maybe they don't have anything to get started with, point them to this giveaway and have them enter for a chance to win this. It's US only, and to be honest, I have no way of really, verifying whether or not you have a die cutting machine. I'm just, asking. So, it is a used machine though. So, you're going to get this exact machine. It will have some used, usage on it, but it's lightly used. It's only been used for maybe 4 to 6 weeks. And I think that's all of the news, all recapped. So, thanks so much, everybody. We have our regular Crafty Fun with Friends this Saturday, so I hope to see you all then. Take care, all. Have a good night. Bye.